Hey, James here, SucceedOnline.Us. Thanks for joining in. If you're live, welcome. If you're not live, you're watching the replay or later on from the website, whenever, thank you. If you find some value here, make sure you share it, put it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, share it with your team. I'm going to break down the mechanics of a three-way call, why it works, and how to be effective at it, how to do it and make it seamless. And you know, truly good network marketers are excellent at this. That's why they're successful. It's one of the biggest reasons they're successful. You know, you can call it the third-party expert, you can call it the story, whatever you want to call it, but the bottom line is it takes the focus off of you. You know, this may be your friend, your family member, your colleague. They know you. They know that you just got into this new business and probably don't know much about it, so they're going to bombard you with all these questions, right? They're going to try and trip you up. You know, they may be subconsciously thinking, I'm going to listen to this, but I'm just going to see, you know, I'm going to see until you fail. Anyway, the bottom line is that it works. Yeah, and in order to make it work, you have to find that person you mesh with. That person that has an amazing story, the person that knows the business, the opportunity, the product, the service, whatever the case may be. You have to find that person. You have to talk to them and schedule availability. All right, so let's say you are primarily reaching out online. Okay, Succeed Online. That's what we do. We market online. We market on Facebook, Instagram, social media in general. All right, so then you posted something, and you got all these comments. You know, all of a sudden you got a hit, and people are like, "Hey, I want more information. I want to learn more. I want to learn more." Well, what do you normally do? You send a link, a photo, a video. You send some kind of tool. Right? You give them more information. You send them the compensation plan. You send them the information about the product. You send them, like, how does the service work? Well, and then they may or may not actually visit those, and crickets. Nothing happens. I know if you've been in network marketing and you're not super successful yet that you've experienced this. I did. In the beginning, you know, what's your email address? I'll send you more information. And I'd send them more information, and we just built a whole list of people that had signed up but weren't doing anything. They missed the value. Did you catch that? They missed the value. The value was in the product and the service, right? And I did my best to try and convey that through my post, but when I would send people the way to sign up, they just weren't getting it. They weren't seeing it, they weren't feeling it, and they weren't signing up. Occasionally someone would, and we do pretty good. Excuse me. But here's the key. If you've got someone, an upline, a downline, a crossline that has an amazing story, that knows the ins and outs of the business, that knows how to shut up and listen, that's huge. It's huge. You know, to ask the right questions, this is the mechanics of the three-way call. So what I do today, if I'm posting online, and I automate a lot of my posts, by the way, hint, duplication, you get those posts out there and you attract the interest. There are millions of people, remember, I say this all the time, there are millions of people looking for what you have to offer. If it's a good product or service, they are looking for it. You just have to find them. So once we find them and they say, "Hey, send me some more information," or "Okay, hey, I'd like to know more," the first thing I do is say, "Hey, super busy right now," because I always am. I'm always looking for somebody else. I'm always trying to do something else. I'm super busy. I will call you ASAP. What's your phone number? I get the phone number. And then I call my three-way person, my partner, and I say, "Hey, I've got so-and-so. Let's call them." Did you get that? We call them together. We don't ask them, "Hey, can I connect you on a three-way call?" Don't ever call it a three-way call. They're going to say, "Forget it." I literally say, "What's your phone number? I'll reach out to you as soon as I can." And the reason I say that, and the key to being busy and staying busy is, number one, you're finding more people. Number two is that if that person that you want to connect them with is not available, well, now you can tell them, "Hey, we'll schedule it. Hey, 6 o'clock. Is that good? I'll call you with more information." That's it. Gotta go. Gotta run. All right. You'll hear this from Eric Worre. You'll hear this from any successful network marketer. So once you've got them on the phone, or your three-way call person, your third-party expert, you give them a little bit of background information, then you call them together and you say, "Hey," to your prospect, to your person that asked for information, "John, man, this is awesome. Hey, I'm glad I caught you. I have so-and-so on the phone. They have an amazing story. You've just got to hear it." And then I shut up. and I let them talk, and I let them tell their story, and I let them do what they do best. And at the end of the call, number one, it takes the focus off of you as the seller, the network marketer. And number two, it allows somebody else to validate you, to edify you, to explain that, hey, this is for real. This is my experience. We've done really well, yada, yada, all that good stuff. But at the end of the call, that person, if they have any success at all, is going to say, if you can do what so-and-so, James, just did by connecting others with someone else, you don't have to know anything to get started. You're demonstrating right off the bat that all they have to do is just find people and connect them with somebody else. And that is the fundamental reason that three-way calls work, is because when you call me and say, well, I think it's, especially if you're new, well, it's like this, and I had this experience, and I think I know that, and you're fumbling around, they're poking holes through you. They know you, or maybe they don't know you, but you're fumbling, you're stumbling. You need someone, you need that third-party expert. You need to connect people, connect people with stories, and you don't have to necessarily ask for permission. You just say, hey, I'm going to get you some information, call you back. And then that's your opportunity. When you call them, I have so-and-so on the phone. You have to hear their story. What is the value in this? Like, you want to know why it fails when you say, hey, let's get on the phone. When can I call you? They automatically say no. You're going to ask for a credit card. You're going to sell me. It's a hard sale. Well, it just doesn't work. So that's it. And I'll cover some more on this eventually, but for tonight, I'm taking this jacket off and going to bed. Love you guys. Thanks for joining in. If you find value in this, if it's working for you, leave the comments below. Share it with your team, and we'll see you on the other side.